welcome to the Paper Haven YouTube channel. My name's Julie Kettlewell. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and welcome to week 3 of the beginners card making course featuring my lovely Craig. You back again for 3rd week?
I am.
Yeah? Ready to rumble?
Yeah, certainly am.
It's really exciting tonight, really exciting. It's a bit like Christmas Eve tonight for Stampin' Up demonstrators.
Oh, why is that?
Because the new catalogue goes live tomorrow.
For sure,
so
yeah.
This is the new catalogue. I'm not allowed to open it on screen yet until Tuesday. It's just a rule that Stampin' Up have, you know. Demonstrators get to see it. Customers, I've sent them out to customers, but we're not allowed to share inside it online, but we can in person. It's just one of the rules. So yeah, really exciting. That goes live. I'm saying tomorrow, but really it's about 2 o'clock in the morning it goes. But don't worry, I'm not getting up to order. I've done that before.
I know you have.
My days of getting up at 2 a.m. and setting my alarm or staying up have long gone. The good news is this stamp set is carrying over into this catalogue. Sometimes we do things called we retire stamp sets, which means they don't go off and go playing golf for the rest. You know, when we retire them, it means that, did you like that one? It means that they're not available to purchase anymore. So this one is in the current mini catalogue until the end of June, but the good news is it's in this catalogue as well. So we'll get started. These are the cards. Let's have a little recap. I've filled up the folder. Would you mind please popping that down on the floor next to you? I've filled up your folder with more card. These are the cards that you did last week, because we did the die cutting, didn't we?
Did, yeah. And
the embossing, yeah. So we did the dry embossing, and have you recovered from your bow tying experience last week?
Yeah, I just bought some slip-on shoes.
One lady said she held her breath while she tied that bow in the comments.
But that's what it's all about.
But that's what it's all about. So we're going to build on these today, and we're going to add in some extra layers today. But we're going to do a little bit of punching.
All right. Bit of boxing?
No one's going to get hurt though, don't worry. We're going to do a little bit of punching. So I've actually not made a card. I'm going to let you decide what you want to do, and we're gonna lead on from last week's cards, if that makes sense.
Okay. And
the first week's cards. So just to recap, we're using the Oceanfront stamp set, and can you remember any names of the colours?
Pool Party.
Pool Party is the lovely one that we use for the sky.
Balmy Blue. Balmy
Blue we use for the sea.
Crumb Cake.
Crumb Cake, yep.
And Soft Suede.
Well done. Well, and we're using basic white.
Basic white. I don't white.
So, do you know, fun fact, we've only made card bases with white so far.
Okay.
We've not done a coloured card base, which is something we might maybe do next week. I think we could do a blue one. So, we're going to take a thick piece. I'm trying to work out a better thing. We're going to take a thick piece of the basic white. Yep.
Okay.
And we're going to make a book fold card, yeah? So you need to grab your trimmer, if that's all right, please. And there is your card. Just check we're all in shot. Yeah, we're good,
10.5.
And what are you doing? Are you cutting? What I would do is move these out of the way before you put your card in, because you're going to end up cutting it. That's it. Little tips, you see. It's all little tips, isn't it? So we are scoring at 10.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're using the light one, so it's lighter because it doesn't cut through.
Yep.
And then you're going to tell us what we're doing.
And flipping and cutting to 14.8.
We are flipping and cutting to 14.8. Could do a different size card, I think, next week. We might cover that, different sized cards.
There we go.
Lovely doublet.
This one just cutting that way.
Yep, we are. Okie doke. Got our 2 card bases there, card blanks, we call them as well. They can be called card blanks because they're blank at the minute, but yeah. I don't know, I call them card bases. Okay, so we've got those ready to go. Now, One thing I wanted to share before we get started with any stamping, I think it's a nice opportunity to share products when we do this, yeah, to different products that we sell. We've got loads of stuff out on the table, and I'll just leave that there. What I wanted to show you, to show people, is something that I've not been using enough, and I've recently, it was one of the first things I bought. In fact, it came in my kit when I joined Stampin' Up, and we actually have a brilliant offer for joining Stampin' Up that starts tomorrow.
Okay.
You get £62.50 worth of stuff free in your starter kit. And this came in my original starter kit, but now you can pick things. It's called a Stampin Scrub. And what it is, it's a washer dryer for your stamps. Cheapest washer dryer you'll ever buy.
Yeah.
So this side is the washing side, because it's got these little raindrops, and this side is the drying side. And what we do is we spray this solution here, and we should really do this after we've finished stamping. You pop your stamps on your block and you wash it at that side, oops, and then you dry it there at that side.
Okay.
And it takes the ink off, you know, if you need to use it.
Perfect, yeah.
The good thing with this set that we've been doing is we've used the same colours on the same stamp, so we've not really had the need to clean our stamps, because we've not then wanted to use a different colour on here.
Okay.
But if we were, it's important to clean our stamps. So I just wanted to show that. It's called the Stampin Scrub. It's near the back of the catalogue, and you need a little stamping mist to go with it. And these pop out of here, and you can actually wash them in the under the tap, and you can wash them with fairy liquid. You can wash that with fairy liquid. Okay, so I've already put that one on a block for you. Right, so we've got our card base, and then we'll do a nice background. We're not doing embossing today, so I thought we could either, you could do your die cutting again like that and use a coloured background, or we could do one like we did the first week with a white background and then build it up. Okay. Which one do you want to start with? The white background?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to do some layers again. So remember, go back to week 1 and we're going to do matting and layering. I'll give you a full sheet of thin white. That's your thin white, and it's that picture that you drew on week 1 that we're gonna do. All right.
Okay.
So do you want to grab your trimmer and have a look at your picture?
Okay. Trim it. There's my book.
So we're looking at the smallest measurement for the white.
Okay, so we're looking at 9 times 13.8, yeah?
13.3, first one.
Is that 3? Oh.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Have you got your eyes on this morning?
Yeah. There's my 9.
Yeah.
I'm scoring now.
We're cutting.
Cutting.
We're cutting. So it's up there as you cut it.
Okay.
Okay.
13.8.
13.3.
Blimey.
Sorry, I was a little bit sharp. I was in there. But these are measurements that you get to, they just become part of your makeup, you know. You get to...
Yeah, that works. 13.3, right.
Yeah, 13.3.
1, 2, 3. Can't see it with my eyes. There we go, I think that's all right.
That's right, that's good. And you're cutting, yeah, lovely. Cool, right, that's brilliant.
Okay.
Do you want to cut another one while I always, if this is a tip, if I've already got the trimmer out and I'm making a batch of cards and I've already cut it to 9, then I may as well cut another one to 13.3. And then if I'm going to make some more, I've got one already, you know. Right. It's just making use of your time.
Oh, it's not fun enough, though, is it?
It is. You've got enough. Because, yeah, you can move it up.
Oh, up to there, yeah?
Yeah, up to 13.3 again.
Okay.
Lovely. Yeah. And this little scrap is going to come in handy. There's been a reason why I did it, because this little scrap is going to come in handy for us.
All right.
All right?
Perfect.
I'm going to keep that.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, perfect.
All right. So, we're going to do, should we do a blue? You love blue.
I like blue.
Not for football. let's just mention. So we're going to do the next measurement up. So we're just going to come up 1/2 centimetre.
13.8.
Yeah, so we're doing your 9.5 first by your 13.8, which is what you had.
Yeah.
Yep, 9.5. So we'll just come up 1/2 centimetre on both measurements.
This time it's 13.8, ain't it?
Yeah, it is. So just 2 down from you. And do you know what's been really good? I've watched you today. You've always made sure you've had that flush up at the top. You know, sometimes it can... and, wow, you're going to do it. Brilliant. You see, you thought, think on doing another one while it's there.
Absolutely.
Yep. Hashtag proud. So you've now got your 2 layers. Yeah?
Love it, yeah.
You've got two white pieces, 2 balmy blue pieces. Yep.
Love it.
Love it, love it. Okay.
Put that first.
We could maybe use that. We could be really ultra frugal and use that. Right, we better do a bit of stamping, haven't we? Okay, let's move that lovely trimmer out of the way. Do you want to put that over to your left, please? And do you remember what we need to do is we need to stamp with our mat when we're using these stamps. So if you want to grab your spongy mat,
okay,
please. And I've already put you the C, no, the sky. I keep getting it wrong. With pool party. I said it wrong last week. Bless Sue. Sue was following along, and I said the wrong colours for the wrong things.
We do that on purpose, don't we? To make sure.
Do we do it on purpose?
Just to make sure people listening.
All right, we do it on purpose.
Noticing what we're doing.
So the thing is, it is confusing because we're using pool party for the sky, but pool is associated with water, isn't it? But we're using it for the sky. So yeah, we've got our sky stamp there and our pool party ink pad. Pool party ink pad there.
Okay.
So if you want to ink up, we're going to use one of our little white mats for stamping on.
All right, so we're using pool party, yeah?
We're using pool party for the sky. Now you've got quite a lot of room here.
Just get my mascara out. Yeah.
Mascara?
Yeah.
That's in a little tube. Blusher.
Blusher, is it?
Yeah, a blusher or a foundation.
Say beat one. If I can do that, I can do a blusher.
So with this one, we've got quite a lot of room. So you could leave a little gap at the top.
Okay.
Have you inked up? Have you got good ink there, do you think?
So I got.
Press down, yep.
I'm in.
Lovely. Okay, so there we go. So about 1 centimetre down, I reckon, from the top. Push down, give it a good even.
Okay.
Yep. Beautiful. Lovely. Now look how equal you've got that from the, you know, in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you like that?
I like that. That's good.
It's good. Yeah. So we can move that to one side. Yeah. And we can. I'm going to close up the ink pad because an open ink pad does make me nervous. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do our C. Need a big block. I've got your little box of blocks again. Yeah. So you've got 2 big blocks again. So I'll put it down, and you can do that trip where we pick it up with the block. Do you remember that?
It's a new one or old one?
It's a medium one.
Old one.
It's a
It's like the chip of the old block.
oh gosh! I wondered when jokes. So you can pick your stamp up like that. You see? Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Yeah. So you want your balmy blue.
The balmy blue. Balmy blue. There we go.
Lovely jublet.
It's that side, isn't it? Is that way?
Yeah, you can ink it up anyway. It's more important when you stamp it down which way you do it. Yeah. So you've got you line your straight edges up.
Without the Redford, I like a light impact.
Okie-doke. Lovely. That's beautiful. Right.
That was lucky.
That was lucky. Did you have ink on your block?
Yeah, look at that.
Oh. Right. I'm going to stop. I'm going to let you do the next bit yourself.
Okay.
Work out what you need next.
Okay. So what do we need next?
What we're stamping next.
I see.
Yeah, I see. We've just done the C.
Okay.
What are you stamping next?
We'll go for the grass this time. I was going to go for the rocks, but we'll go for the...
Are you not going to do the
grass.
sand?
Of course, yeah, the sand, yeah.
Yeah, you can do the sand.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So do you want to get the sand stamp out? It's in the stamp set.
Okay.
I'm find that. Because I've realised I'm doing too much for you
Sand
now.
steps here, yeah.
Yeah, and get yourself a little, that's the perfect size that you need. Right, that's the wrong one. That's needs flipping. That's it. It's the flat side that you need to put on your block. Beautiful.
Okay.
Yep. And then we're going to stamp with...
Actually, no, it's a bit
All right, that's good.
better. So we're in crumb cake.
We are. This is the one where I always have to think on which way I stamp this one.
Yep.
Right, have a look at that.
Is there a way around it?
Yeah, it is. It's. I just think of it pointing its finger. It's like a pointy finger down to the right. Lovely. Okay. So now you can do grasses. Did you say you wanted to do grasses?
Yeah, we'll do grass.
Right, well, I'm going to teach yourself and the viewers watching a little technique. We're going to use the soft suede and we'll use the big grass, which is that one.
Okay.
Okay. And what we're going to do is, it's called Stampin' Off, or it's called second generation stamping. I think Stampin' Off, it's known mostly. And I'm going to show you an example on here, and then show you why we sort of do it. Can I borrow that, please?
Okay.
Now, when you're going to stamp this one up, because you stamped before, you've been pressing in to get a lot of ink on.
Yeah.
With this one, I just want you to do little taps, if that's okay. So we're going to ink it up with little taps, yeah?
Okay.
We're going to stamp it probably over on the left, lift it up, but then we're not going to re-ink, but we're just going to bring it over slightly, about 1/2 centimetre. Stamp it again, and you see we get a paler colour, like a shadow behind it.
Yeah.
And we could even go again at the other side, and we get an even...
I
do you
like
see
that, yeah,
you're building up? It also creates a bit of a 3D. It makes it look like the grasses are in the background and the darker ones are in the foreground. So do you want to have a go at that? That's called second generation stamping, or stamping off. Stamping as normal. So tap, tap, taps. Quite a few taps. That's great. That's great.
Okay.
So do it on the left.
Okay.
Yep. And then pick it up and then move it over and do it again. You could even do it again. Do you see what you've created then?
Oh, I love that, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I do like
And
that.
you can do that effect as well if you make a mistake. You know, like you thought of to do it yourself when we did it week 1.
No, it's good, that.
So
it's a good idea.
Can you see how it? I'll
Yeah,
just
I like
hold it
that.
up to the camera. It just creates like a sort of 3D. It makes it, I suppose, more realistic. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit more realistic. All right.
Yeah, it looks more like a
real life.
A rainy day at the beach.
Yeah. Okay. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to keep that open. Now, what we've done before in the past is we've either stamped here direct onto the card, or we've stamped here.
Yeah.
All our cards we've done, we've stamped directly onto the piece of card. We're not going to do that now. We're actually going to stamp and then punch it out.
Okay.
But there's going to be no one harmed in the process, hopefully. Okay, so what is a punch? You might have seen these.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is a punch? This is a punch.
Right.
Okay.
Do you have a punch for each design, or is it that for
No.
one design fits all?
No, yeah, there's various different punches. Some punches specifically match certain stamps.
Right.
So, for example, do you remember those strawberry cards I did the other week?
Yeah.
We have a strawberry punch that punches out the strawberries once you've stamped them. These ones are more of a generic punch. You've got a double oval punch. When I first joined Stampin' Up, we didn't have a die cutting machine at all. We didn't sell one. Punches were our staple product. They are easy to store and they're quick and easy to get out. They're quite heavy. But But I used to have a joke when I used to go do parties and sell Stampin' Up at people's homes. The punches were the top sellers, and I used to have a little joke saying, I sell more punches really than I do stamps, but I don't think we can really call it punching up, so we call it Stampin' Up. And I used to think it was a little joke. It used to get a little titter, you know, at parties. So basically, this punch cuts out these shapes, and they lock into place. So that slot there opens it and locks. So you need to lock it when you're storing it, and then you can sit them. There's a circle that sits in there. You can sit them on your craft table, or you can stand them up like that.
Do you send them out to people?
Do I send them out?
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah.
Do you pack a punch?
Yeah, I do, but they have to go as a small parcel. They won't go in a large letter. Okay, so what we're going to do...
Okay. I see, so it's the actual... I see now, so it's the actual design around the
so this one is a cute one because you can punch out that oval in white, and then we can punch round it to make a layer behind it, Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our stamps. Now, we have to have a look and think, right, which stamp's going to fit in the punch. Now,
I see.
Okay. Now, what I would do is I'm thinking that thinking of you is a nice one to fit in. And I'm trying to eyeball it. I think it's that one. So what I can do is I can put that there on my punch and think, yeah, look, that just fits in. Yeah?
Okay.
Right, so are you ready? Because this is all new. I don't think you've done this before. Right, what we're going to do that where we put it on there and we pick it up with the block. Yeah?
Right.
In fact, I might do that again. I should be making you do this. And what I want you to do is really lightly, but make sure you get ink on it. But you don't want ink around here. Tap that and then stamp it about here. Yeah? On that piece of scrap.
Okay.
Right, just check you've not got a lot of ink around the edges. Not too bad. And then stamp it down. Maybe with two hands. Yeah, about in the middle, yeah. That is beautiful. Look at that. That's perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. Right, now, what we're going to do then is we're going to open this. A lot of people want to put the stuff in and punch it like that, but you can't see where you're punching. Right. You can't see where your paper is. So we turn it over.
Okay.
Like this. And we feed this in from here. Yeah? Can you see what? And then we line it up, if you can see on screen. You see how that fits in there like that. And then you just... I'm sort of pressing it so it's stuck, but I'm not cutting it yet. Then with two hands you punch it out. So I want you to have a go at that. So lift them both off the table.
Okay.
I'm just checking you're on camera. You're on camera. So get it lined up and then sort of nip it a little bit. Yeah. Okay. You've got to nip it before you take that left hand away. And then use both hands and punch it out. You're having that?
I like that.
That's good, isn't it? Yeah? So there we've got a punched out shape. Now, we might want a nice little one behind that. So, would you like blue? We've got this piece of blue that'd look good. Blue's looking good on you. Okay. So then what we can do with this one, because we're not particularly punching out any words, we can just pop that in.
Right.
And then, but don't go right in the middle and waste. You know when they used to tell you at school, cut round the edge, don't cut from the middle. Yeah. Did you have that? Teachers used to frighten me with that. Mrs. Pace, she'd tell you off if you cut from the middle and not. There you go. So it's just a lovely way of creating a little bit of interest. And then this will then layer up on that. Yeah?
Oh yeah, love it.
And then what we can do is we can pop that there, you see, yeah?
Okay.
All right. Now, I think for this card, we'll have a little rest from the tying bows.
Phew. Okay.
Right. Okay. So what we're going to do is just to make a little bit more of an interest, if you take this, I think we'll add a couple of your favourite dimensionals that you find everywhere, the backs, and we'll add them on the back of there.
Okay.
So they're in your little basket there. Got all your goodies in there. It's a brand new sheet as well. New. Right, now, this is a question. This is interesting, what you've just done.
What's that?
Well, I nearly put a story on my Instagram to say to demos and to customers, when you open a new sheet of dimensionals, which these are you a person who takes from the middle or takes from the edge?
Edge.
I go in, I don't know why I get one from middle every time.
You never watched Blockbusters?
I know, but yeah, I thought that was really interesting. So then you can take the backs off those. We've nearly done half an hour already.
Fantastic. Go.
And then line it up so you've got an equal edge around the back. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's just a nice little bit of interest then, yeah?
Yeah.
Just makes it okay. All right, so
you can have it.
You could even put you could even put some foam pads on the. You see, a lot of people. Well, you could put. It looks quite good in the middle, actually. It does look good like that.
Yeah.
It's up to you. You see, I think there's a gap here. You see, personally, it's all about balance, and I think there's a bit of a gap there. So I think that evens it out with my eye. Do you see that? What you could do is, if you were maybe hand delivering it and you don't mind putting a few layers on, it's not going to cost you in the post. You could even pop that up with foam pads as well on the back of there. Right, so what we need to do now is we need to start assembling our card. So if you want to grab your blue layer that we cut,
blue layer,
and then it's your favourite time.
Glue time.
Gluing time. Let's move this out of the way because we just don't need that just now. I think it's that glue at the front that's... I need a new glue soon. Oh.
Yeah.
Are you going to...
We're not doing that. We're doing this.
Right. Right. Can I ask you something?
Sure.
You've put glue on the bigger piece rather than putting it on the smaller piece.
Oh,
so now you're going to have to take... But that's fine. Do you know how we can get round that?
How?
We can put that on our card.
All the way around?
Yeah, you can turn it over.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Because it's... We always put usually the glue on the piece that we're... Yeah? Okay. That's fine, because I want to show people how if you do it that way, how you can get round that. So put that on your card base.
See, I knew you were going to ask that question.
Did you?
Yeah.
Now, if it's easier, you can lay it out flat. It's
okay, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Lay it out flat and then get it on equal. And just allow yourself a little bit of wiggle. You've got that. I can tell your layering has really improved getting stuff on straight. I'm not meaning to sound patronising.
No, thanks.
But you know, so you can always do it like that. And then we can put glue on this one, and then we can take that to there. Yeah, see?
All right. So I'd put that out of the way because I don't want to ruin it.
Oof, you're learning. You see, you were thinking about your glue art, weren't you? And you glued the different piece. I think people watched for your glue art, Craig. What have we got now?
Yeah.
What's that?
Got the measles one.
The measles? Oh, gosh.
Right. See you panicking then. Be fine.
I didn't panic.
Right, so
get that lined up with your blue layer. You have a little.
Must admit, I do like this glue where you can just you have the opportunity to move it around a bit.
Yeah.
I do like that. It's really good. That.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. And now we're going to add.
Just like that.
Yeah, just make sure it's all stuck down nicely.
Yeah. Okay.
And now we're going to add on some.
Right.
Now it's up to you. You can glue it flat like that, or if you wanted to, you could put another 2 or 3 foam pads on and have it even raised up a bit.
Okay.
It's up to you.
I'd go for the foam pads, to be honest.
Yeah. Where did we go?
Up
there they are.
Oh. What are you thinking? 2, 3?
Maybe 2. Should be fine.
Is it an hard, fast rule regarding these?
You've just got to make sure if you're putting them around the edges, if you're doing it on a large piece, to make sure you've got some support in the middle.
Right.
You know, that it's not going to bow your card.
Yeah.
Your layers.
Okay, so I think we'll put an angle like that.
Are you going to do jaunty angle? Right. Lovely. There we go. So in this card we've covered Stampin' Off.
Stampin Up,
Yeah.
love that.
And we've covered doing some punching.
Yep.
Yeah. Then we've done the layers, okay?
All right.
Right. Brilliant. So we'll put that to one side, I think. And what we can do now is, I'm just thinking of a design in my head. I'm thinking that we can bring this blue piece in here and have a nice wide border. Yeah. We might not stamp on this, but we might use that piece to cut out one of those scallops. We'll use this to cut out one of those that you like, yeah?
All right, yep.
You can do your rocks again if you want.
All right.
And I thought it might be nice to bring the birds back from that set, you know, just to change up the sets. But we're going to do the layering up again with this, but rather than using a punch, we're going to use a small die cut. So we're going to use a die cutting machine again. The boss is back. Bruce is back.
Bruce is back. Okay.
Bruce is back. Okay.
Hang on, before you do anything.
What?
Ink pad.
Oh,
Ink
go
pad.
on. What's the saying? An open ink pad.
Makes me nervous.
Yeah. So pull it towards you.
Yep. Oh, it's broke this one.
Do you want me to have a go? Oh, you've done it. You've done it. And I could see the look in your face.
Do you know why? I realised when I do it.
I realised when I doing it,
I'm thinking, week one. Week one, what was I told week one?
What were you told week one?
Don't mess around with ink pad.
Yeah. Right. Okay. I've got the boss down here.
Okay.
Want to put your pad away for now, my love?
It's a good machine, this. I like this machine.
Yeah.
How much are they?
This, at the minute, this is what I said to my customers. It's a bit of a birthday present price.
Christmas type present.
Yeah, £112.
Worth it though. It's good.
It's good. It's good. Right, so what we are going to do, we're going to die cut this scalloped one. Yeah.
Okay.
And we've already got the piece of card because you cut it down and look, it fits in without much waste. So we know we've got that. Now, do you remember we're back with the sandwich and the plates?
I do, yeah.
Okay, and I'm looking for them and they are right in front of me. So do you want to open the sides?
I do.
Yeah. So we open the platform like that. And we are using thin dies. Okay, so if you want to read what you need.
So number one, please.
Yeah, you've got number one.
Yeah, can I have a number two?
Right, so put that on your platform, turn it round.
Hang on, 1, 2.
Oh, just show you the same picture there.
Okay.
So get it, that's right. And then we need, so this is our plate for our sandwich. The one that looks a bit like glass, number 3. Yeah, that's your...
Right.
What part of your sandwich is this?
Me filling.
No.
Me bread.
Your bread.
Okay.
Now
they need me do fit. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
And then you need
that to go on top. Yep.
your other
Thank
bread.
you.
Yep. And then you're going to go this way. So push it towards me. That's it. And you should feel the handle start to, if you push it through, you should feel this start to go. Is it all lined up?
There we go.
Yeah, we're going through.
We're off.
Put your other hand on there to hold it steady. Yeah, coolio.
The one skip, right?
So get that out.
Ooh, I like that.
Right, now what I wanted to show you, what we are going to do. I don't know where I've just put the die. Is it underneath? I've got it out. I don't know where I put it. So what we'll do, yeah, I don't know if I like that one. So I'm going to use a new die from a different set. Remember those men's cards I did on Thursday night?
Yeah.
I'm going to use a die from that set. I'm going to use that one. It's quite a nice shaped one, yeah? Because we can mix and match our Stampin' Up stuff. Now, this is like, we're going to do the same thing, but we're not punching it out.
Okay.
We're gonna die cut it. Now, what we could have done to make, I like to give tips to make the most use of our time. Imagine there's a piece of white card under there. we could have put both of these through at the same time because they fit on the platform.
Ah, right.
So you can do multiple ones.
Okay, yeah, I
if they
understand,
fit on the same platform. And if you were having a bit of a crafty sort of session and you wanted to cut loads of these out, you could put a massive piece of card on and cut like 5 or 6 out at one go and run it through once. Does that make sense? So we are just going to cut the one and we're going to go back the other way.
Okay.
So it's going to go towards the door, and that is normal to hear those clunks and clicks, and it means it's working.
Perfect.
And that's the little die cut shape.
Okay.
Yeah, we all good? That's a really nice one, that one. This one's from the new suite, and I can't help but say it like this. He's the man. He's the man. Okay, I'll take those. Shall we move those out of the way? I think we've done with that for now. So I'll put them down here.
Oh, they get everywhere, don't they?
They get everywhere, don't they? So, well done. We'll move that out of the way.
Cheers, Bruce.
Cheers, Bruce. Right. So, we're going to now do our stamping on our mat. And we're going to do it a bit like that. But we might bring the birds into the top corner. Yeah? So we'll see how it goes with the because what I'm thinking is we're going to stamp on here, but we're also going to have a die cut, but we can have it. Do you see what I mean?
I've
we're going to have 2 die cuts, right?
When you use ink pads, and you want to use that way of stamping.
Yeah.
I've used that one.
Yeah.
I've used that one. I've used that one. Yep.
Yeah.
Starting again.
Yeah.
Boom. Have that.
I did put them in that order for you at the beginning.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. But I love that you noticed that. That's that 1% club that you've been watching, haven't we? That's big because we're now being super observant about everything. So if you remember, this is the one where we do need to stamp quite close to the top because we're stamping on a smaller piece.
Yeah. And just for Sue's benefit, what's this called?
This is Pool Party.
And what's the, is this the sky, is it?
This is for the sky. So go quite up to the top, a bit higher. Yeah, good one. Stamp over the stitched a bit. It's good. Coolio.
Okay.
Lovely. Now I like to do a little overlap now because we're stamping on a smaller area.
Okay, balmy blue.
Yeah. Are you getting dab hand now? I'll just be quiet.
Well, this is the thing now.
I could leave you to make these, I think.
You reckon?
I think I could with your book.
When's your birthday?
Anniversary before. Lovely.
Oh, that'd be fine. We'll put some rocks over that.
I know. Oh, look. We could do rocks, yeah. That came back to haunt you, that piece of blue that was on your block, wasn't it?
Yeah. But this is the good thing about making mistakes with Stampin' Up. What I found, you can use your creativity to overcome them.
Oh, I love that.
Ah, remember, pointing that way towards finger.
You like that, yeah, now you've seen.
Yeah, I've seen that, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Now, you can use the 2 rocks.
I need a rock.
Oh, we've got the big rock.
Exactly.
You've never used... Do you want to use the big rock? I've never even used the big rock.
You've not used the big rock?
No, so if you...
You haven't lived, you haven't used the big rock.
Big block. Big rock on a small block. That failed, didn't it?
There we go.
Right, now... which colour are we using?
Oh, no, hang on.
Oh,
hang on.
Oh.
Is there a reason why you wouldn't use that colour for the rock?
You could do, but it's the same colour as the sand, so it might not stand out as much.
If the rock needs the sand, what colour do you get over it?
It might not stand out as much.
Oh, well done. Yeah. Okay.
So you're going to try cover that blue up with the rock? That little.
On both sides, yeah?
We'll have a little bit of blue. Do you know what, though? I think that's great. Someone's drawn on the rock.
Graffiti on the rock.
Graffiti on the rock.
Okay.
Yeah? Do you think it could do with a little grass, a small grass
yes.
at the side of it?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm thinking that. Have we got a little block left in that box? I think I put you a tiny block in.
We're out of blocks here.
For this grass.
Okay. I'll get my soft suede out again.
You get your soft suede out again.
There's my soft suede. Okay. Tap, 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 tap. Okay. What's in front of it or behind it? I think
at the side, you could do your stamping off technique as well, couldn't you?
Well, the side of the rock, yeah?
Yeah, and you could do where you stamp it again and not re-ink it and see what that looks
so
like.
we'll do that. And then
just move it slightly, yeah.
And then
beautiful. Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Right. Now what we've got to decide, I'm actually wondering if this die cut is a little bit big, but what we do is, when you're card making,
hang on.
Yeah, oh, you're putting your ink pads back in order, good one. Now I can tell that that's not, can you see, it's just slightly not quite shut. You get used to that, so just needs clicking into place. Yep, bingo. So when you're, I'll just move this mat out of the way because it does look a bit messy. When you're card making.
Oh, there's another one.
Oh, you might think, all right, look, this is what my card's sort of going to look like. We can bring it in before you glue anything down, before you commit yourself to anything. You like that? Before you commit yourself to your card design, you might think, right, that's what it can look like. Do I want that? Does that look too big?
Too big, there.
I think we've die cut that, and I do think I love it. I love it, but I think it is too big. So I think we might have to do the oval again. Yeah, I think it's too big. It's taking away from the design. Yeah, but I think the oval could be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you not do something like that way over top of it?
You could do. You could do. Now, what we could try now. What we could try now.
We use that for.
We use it for something else. We
yeah.
don't throw it away.
Okay.
So what we can try now is we can punch out a white one piece. This is really tricky. It's quite tough. I would always usually, you see that's gonna look. See, it looks quite nice in the sky, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Looks a bit like a oval moon, or on the horizon there, like you did before.
Yeah, I think the horizon.
But I'd always usually advise to stamp first and then punch it out.
Right. Because
otherwise you're stamping on a very, very small piece and trying to get it, you know, right in situation, right in the... But let's have a go with a small stamp.
Half of it pull apart and half of it balmy blue.
You could actually... You mean you stamp on here?
Yeah.
I was going to stamp the greeting on here.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, what you could do is, yeah, you could actually stamp this again and punch out from the coloured sky. Yeah, you can do. So
and then put it on some dimensions so it looks like it's the sky standing out.
Right. Craig's now let's do this. Right, let's do this because this is brilliant. This is brilliant. Right, so what we're gonna do then.
Have you got the Stampin' Up team's number? Give me a ring.
We're gonna take a piece of scrap. Right, come on then.
Okay.
And you're gonna get your ink pads again.
Yep.
Your pool party and your balmy blue, and you're gonna recreate that.
Oh, I know what you're gonna do, yeah.
I'm gonna punch it out.
Yeah. So, me being a man, I'd have done it on the little small thing.
Yeah, but that would have been quite tricky.
Yeah, thinking, yeah.
And you'd have got all ink on your pad, on your mat. Yeah. So there will be a bit of waste here, but this is scrap card.
Hang on. Watching you, pal.
No, well, it was the other one, I think. But it doesn't matter because you're going to punch it out anyway.
It's that way, isn't it?
Yeah. And it doesn't matter where it is because we're going to be punching it out.
Okay.
That's fine because we don't need that bit.
Fine, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed with your idea. It's
I
brilliant.
told you, I like making cards.
It's brilliant.
I always like sending them. Right. Tip from me, if young ones like me, how do we get rid of this first?
Right, well, you could do with a piece of kitchen roll, really.
All right.
But let's put it in our Stampin Scrub.
We'll improvise.
But that's now all on your fingers. So when you're gluing your card down, I'll best do it for you.
All right.
Can I just say, though, these coloured inks are washable.
Right.
So if you rubbed your hands on your pyjamas or your jeans, if you're crafting. Some people, the reason I said pyjamas is a lot of people like to craft in the, you know, leisure wear.
Too right.
when they're relaxing. There's no better, I mean, it's a rainy day outside, which is a bit like that today. Having a craft day and having a jam day.
Absolutely.
A few cups of tea.
Yeah.
Bit of music on in background.
Craig Sutcliffe, relaxing piano music.
Yeah, I know, a relaxing pianist.
On Spotify and iTunes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kindred Spirits and all that.
Oh yeah, it's good that, yeah.
Right, beautiful.
Oh,
So,
I'll tell you what, I like that.
I do. Right, now, but what I'm going to do now, and you're going to gasp in horror.
Wait, there you go. Oh, yeah, go on then.
I'm going to cut this.
Right, so why are you going to cut it?
Because I can't get my punch in as far as it needs to go. I need this punch to be up there.
Okay.
Yeah? So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to cut it down to... I know. And I'll show you for why. I know. Because now, we can pop that. You see, there's still enough. Because we probably want the wording to be on the just above the horizon.
Okay.
So I'm going to cut a little bit more off the bottom. Now, we have a little saying in crafting. You can always take off, but you can't add back on. Yeah. And then now, look, we can punch that out. But you see what I mean? How we're going to do it? We're going to have this oval here. Yeah. But what we're going to do first is we're going to stamp the greeting over that, on the horizon, yeah?
Okay.
Do you want to stamp the thinking of you again? Because we know it worked. It's already on your block.
It is.
Now, we'll use your dark ink, but remember, tap, tap, tap. You did it so great last time. Get little taps, but we do want to get plenty of ink on, but little taps. And we'll check the block. Okay, and then you want the thinking of you across the horizon.
I can set up for this one.
Yeah, you need to. Right in the middle. Oh, that's brilliant. Okay. Yeah. And now what we're going to do is then, I know, look, we'll take that in there and punch that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing that.
This is amazing.
Oh, no pressure.
I'm gonna tell Sarah Douglas about this.
Look, I'm shaking now.
You'll be on concept artist team next. That's it. Right.
Oh, here we go.
Let's see now. Let's move this messy mat out of the way.
Ready?
Yeah.
3.
Don't get ink onto this now. Right. Okay. Right now the pièce de résistance. You see, you put that pièce de résistance. And then you layer it up on some foam.
Yeah.
I love it. How amazing that you thought to do that. We worked at that as a team.
Yeah. Get me the Stampin' Up team number. I'll give me a ring now.
I'm not going to make you tie a bow for that good work.
I've been doing that all week. I'm thinking, she's going to make me tie a bow again. Please don't make me tie a bow. But you see, this is how, me being a beginner, I've not done this before. But when we start making the card, you start thinking, that looks nice there, actually. That looks like there.
Yeah.
Right.
You've got to get that horizon lined up.
Okay.
We can't have jaunty angles on this one.
Bring me the horizon.
Yeah, so you want it in the middle.
Doing that? Is that right?
That's looking good.
Oh, stop it. Is that all right?
Yeah. Love it.
I like it.
I love it.
I like that.
Now, I was going to suggest some birds up here, but I don't want to ruin it if we get excess ink on them.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
All right.
You know what I mean? So then what we can do is this can go on here like this.
Yeah.
We can glue that on and then we can take the whole thing then to your card.
Yeah. So learn from my mistakes last time.
Yeah. And glue on the smaller piece.
I think what we'll do is we'll do it very sensible this time because I like this design.
Honestly, this is amazing what you've come up with. Make sure you get it a little bit closer. Go right up to the stitches if you can. That's perfect then. A bit further. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah.
Right.
So get it in the middle, yeah. Because of the shape of the die, there will be more blue at the top and bottom than there will at the sides.
Yeah.
That's because the dies are in inches, they're American sizing, and we're working with metric. So, you pleased with that? Right, now we don't want to get that. Do you want me to rub? Because I've not got
Yeah,
ink.
please.
Because you had ink on your hands, didn't you? So we just want to get that. And then we've got your card base here.
Okay. I find this very helpful doing that way around.
Yeah, doing it flat.
Yeah, I find that really helpful. Yeah. What I need to be careful is make the glue on that. Look at me now. I'm
going out. I'm off shopping.
You're shopping? I'll tell you what,
off to retail park.
You watch football today, I'll do this. I'll do a video.
Oh, should we have a crafty afternoon?
I'll do Tuesday's class if you want, Fierce.
Should we have a crafty afternoon?
Oh, that's me messing around there. I saw Sarah do that once.
Did you?
Yeah, she did it like that.
Yeah, I do that.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Perfect.
Lovely.
Okie dokie. Right. As I say, this glue is fantastic for making.
Yeah, getting it equal.
Getting it equal. I'm having
Let's
that.
not get ink around.
Yeah, do you want to do it for me, please?
Lovely. I think the blue is better than having the brown. You know, at the back. Oh, I just love that.
Yeah.
You've done amazing there.
I like them.
What do you think of today's efforts?
I like them. The rocks, I think, it's too big for me, but
right.
That's from experience.
But I think it's fine.
Yeah.
I think it's fine. And
I love that technique. I love that technique with the
stamping off.
Yeah. What's it called? Stamping off.
Stamping off, or second generation stamping.
Right.
And sometimes we can use that if people, when they're building up the collection of inks, it's a lot to build up your collection of all different coloured inks.
Yeah.
So if you want to, we can't afford to purchase both browns. Yeah. I would always recommend you get the darker of the two.
Because you can do light.
Because you can make it lighter, but you can't make that darker.
Yeah.
So I would always recommend getting the darker colour. Then you can make it lighter by stamping it off on some scrap.
So just try that.
And then, on a piece of scrap before we finish. So
sand,
a bit of, what are you doing? Sand.
So we'll do that one.
Why don't you just do the grass? Because it's small and we can
what I'm thinking is, we use that one.
Yeah.
And then you do one there and one there, but you can see the difference of dark and light.
And which stamp are you going to use?
Sand.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. You can fit
Sorry,
them both
Sue.
on there.
Got the sand. I got the sea out then.
So you can do a dark sand. So this would be like a wet sand, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So the tide just come in.
Yeah.
It's going out again.
Yeah, it's that wet sand where your feet sink into it.
Not in Blackpool, you done. Right. Okay. So I probably do this. I probably would stamp this quite deep. This one.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would probably gone like that.
Yeah. So you're going to show us how we can get two different colours.
And then I've done less pressing. It's a bit, okay, it's not expected, but.
Right, we'll turn it over because, you know what? Perfect. We sell double-sided cardstock,
Yeah.
Yeah, we can use it.
Yeah, that's what I'm after.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant.
So that's caused by
the emergency
doing,
side.
That's just by doing 2 or 3, making it.
Yeah.
By pressing it lighter. See,
you see.
I'll tell you, Julie, this is my technique, right? You press it down once to think, oh, it's a bit light. Down again.
Well, you've led me into a perfect, without knowing, you've led me in to the perfect thing which I had in mind to share next week.
Go on then.
And we're going to get you using the Stamparatus.
Stamparatus.
And it's a stamp positioning tool. And what it is if you stamp and you stamp it down and you've missed a bit, you can re-ink it and bring it down and it's in exactly the same place.
That sounds good.
And what you didn't know, but that's segued. Do you like that word?
Segued, yeah.
Segued into
I like that.
what we're going to be doing
That's
next
what I was
week.
trying to say, because if you haven't got,
Well, what's interesting, look at that.
If you
That's
haven't got
actually
that colour,
soft suede.
Yeah.
But look, that's crumb cake.
Yeah.
And look, they're more or less the same.
Yeah.
So if you can't afford to get soft suede and crumb cake to do this class to start with, get soft suede, build up your collection, you can always stamp off.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, they're almost the same, aren't they?
Yeah.
But we know that was crumb cake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brilliant. So let's clear the decks.
Clear decks.
Let's show our cards today and remember our hashtag.
Oh yeah, I forgot the hashtag. Hashtag make a card, send a card. I like that card.
I love that card.
I like that one.
Don't you think your last card's always your favourite?
Yeah, yeah.
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 So, week 4, then we will be sharing the Stamparatus.
Okay.
And we might do a fancy fold card
Oh,
as
you're
well.
spoiling me.
Fancy fold.
Fancy fold.
Fancy fold. We might do a fancy fold instead of making or a different sized card.
Okay.
Yeah. It's because we've done a lot of these A6 cards.
Right, but I watch this
So
sync up
thank
pajamas.
you, for watching this week. I'll see you tomorrow for coffee and card. Make a card, send a card. And we'll see you next Monday night for week 4.
Perfect.
Thank you for watching.
Take care.
Bye.